So I was listening to that first person shooter track by J. Cole and Drake. What is the big deal about this song? I listened to it. I'm seeing all these posts. Oh, this is a #1 song. This is Drake's 13th #1 single. He tied Michael Jackson. Yo, when did hip hop become so engulfed in charts and sales? When did the fans start caring so much about what's happening on Billboard charts and how many records each individual rapper is selling? I feel like this is something that has grown in popularity in like the past 4 or 5 years. Again, I listened to this first person shooter song over the weekend. I don't listen to Drake's music. If you guys watch my channel, you know Dark Lane Demo Tapes was the last Drake album I listened to. I told myself after that album, like, I'm not going to continue to listen to his music. I don't really like Drake's music. I have never really liked Drake's music. He does have like 2 albums I really enjoy, which are If You're Reading This, It's Too Late and Take Care. But after Dark Lane Demo Tapes, which was very mid, I told myself, yeah, no more of this. I'm not going to do this for the views or for the monetization. I can't do this anymore. So I don't listen to Drake's music anymore, but I did listen to this first person shooter track because it's a J. Cole feature and I see so many people talking about the song. I listened to this song. I would play it now, but #1, it's mid. And 2, I don't want to demonetize my video by playing Drake music. But it's a mid song. And even J. Cole's verse, J. Cole has been on a tear with features. Like the past 5, 6, 7 years, J. Cole's features have been amazing, from Pablo Boat to my boy, Johnny P's Caddy. J. Cole has been on a run. This verse on First Person Shooter by J. Cole is not anything special. It doesn't even compare to the features he's done the past 5, 6, 7 years. So it got me thinking, when did hip hop become so obsessed with like the charts and who's #1, how many #1s this rapper has, how many records they sold first week? And I got to thinking, right? #1, I'm thinking, when did this start happening and why? So personally, I think this obsession with sales and charts is a result of hip hop becoming, well, it's been leaning towards pop music for a while, but I think the new wave of female rappers to come in, and I noticed this like in 2017, 2018, when they really, women in rap really started bubbling. Their fans behave like what you would call in pop culture, they call it stan culture. Now, obviously, stan comes from Eminem's song Stan, but before female rap was as popular as it was today, let's say maybe 5 years ago, pop artists like Olivia Rodrigo, Sabrina Claudio, FKA Twigs, Tinashe, there was like this pop. Notice none of those girls are rappers, they're pop artists, but their fan base was collectively that pop girl stand base. It was called stan culture. And this is what they would do. They would rail on each other's favorite artists, like, well, FKA Twigs is better than Tinashe. FKA Twigs sold this much her first week. Kalela sold this much. No one knows her. Like, this is how they banter. This is how they like one up each other. In hip hop, it will be about the verses. It will be like what guy has the best verse, best songs. But in pop stan culture, it was about sales and who is more marketable, who is doing better on the charts. But then as female rap started to blossom, those same girls who were in pop, those same fans who were like FKA Twigs fans, Tinashe, Normani, they then started latching on to the female rappers. So the same like sales banter that you had in pop stan culture, it's now happening in female rap culture. So now you have girls like, well, Tokyo Jets sold this much. Megan Thee Stallion sold this much. Lotto sold this. Well, Lotto sold this much. Well, Cardi B sold all of them. And it just transformed the hip hop conversation from what it was, which is about bars, songs, albums, who done it best. It doesn't matter. Like in hip hop, we always had like this. We were all in agreement. Like, yo, sales does not equal quality. It's about who does the best, who has the best songs, the most bars. But, with the infiltration of stan pop culture, female pop stan culture into the rap fan base via female rappers, now you have this similar, you've got this like virus spreading, and they're all talking about the girls in female rap. Well, no, well, Lotto sold this, Cardi sold that, Nicki sold this. Well, Nicki's better. Well, Nicki did that. The conversation is not about music, is what I'm getting at. It's now about charts and sales. And for some odd reason, This type of banter and discourse has bled into all of hip hop, damn near. It's bled into all of hip hop. So now it's like, well, Future drops. Okay, well, what did Rod Wave? He did 150. Oh, well, look at Russ. Russ is supposed to do more than this. And bro, we aren't even talking about these albums in the music. We're talking about sales. And someone on Twitter, they had a very good response to this. I just made the comment like, yo, somehow music discourse has devolved, not evolved, it's devolved into what has sold the most and what is charting. And someone had a great response to this. He said, well, this is because it's not fans of the art of hip hop listening, right? Remember I said, you know, it's not about the music and what's on the albums anymore. It's about sales. So he's basically confirming that. Yeah, they're not fans of the art of hip hop. They don't know how to discern good hip hop from bad hip hop. So they look to numbers to form their opinions. That is on point.
Facts.
I couldn't have said it better myself. And even when I made this post, I said, I just heard First Person Shooter for the first time. Is this the bar nowadays? The song is mid and it isn't even a dope J. Cole verse. Even one of my followers, he thought I would agree with this, but this goes further to confirm my point that it's all about sales nowadays. Even saying this, you know, I had people who agreed with me and he thought I would agree with him. But this is what he thought I would agree with. He said, I know I'm tripping, but I'm not the only one who wanted J. Cole's first and only #1 to be something way more pivotal. I remember how insane it was that Kendrick debuted in Humble at 1 and Drake has so many ones to choose from. I wanted J. Cole's one to come up from the fall off. I know he has a full commercial capability, needs stronger rollouts. Bro, I don't care about charts, sales, numbers. It has nothing to do with the way that I listen to music. I don't listen to music thinking, where will this chart? How much did this sell? Oh, I need to see how much it sold first in order for me to listen so I know if it's good or not. I understand why he might think I would feel him on this because he's coming from it from the point like, yo, J. Cole's #1 should be one of his more deep records, one of his better records. It shouldn't be a record that's as mid as First Person Shooter. But my overall point is I don't care about charts. I don't even think about this stuff. I'm not gonna lie, I don't care about #1 records or sales like at all. It's not how I listen to music. So yeah, First Person Shooter, mid, and hip hop discourse is in the garbage right now. And I think the women who were like the pop stands of FKA Twigs, Kelela, Tinashe, 5-6 years ago, Sabrina Claudio, they have migrated to female rappers because that's what's in right now. That's basically what's pop. And the way that they discuss music, it's not really discussing music, it's discussing sales, but the way they discuss these artists has also bled into hip hop. Now it's leaked beyond just female rappers. Now it's every fucking where, bro.